Alrighty, this is it. The final day of our Brojo Social Confidence Tips series. Thank you so much for those of you who have been with us so far. Yes, we are using this to promote a workshop, but you can just use it for your own enjoyment if you like. That is fine. The final session in our second day of the workshop, the advanced day, is going to be on confrontations. One of the biggest revelations that ever occurred in my life was to come to realize that confrontations and boundary setting are critical for a great connection. It's actually, most connections are held back because people resist doing this, or they just do it wrong. They either hold back on confrontations or they explode emotionally and destroy relationships. There's very few people who are off that spectrum doing something healthy. Now, we're going to be covering confrontations in great detail and practicing how to do them properly and in a healthy, masculine way during the workshop. Today I'm just going to give you a quick tip. And that quick tip is to share a feeling, not a judgment. One of the reasons most people do not confront is either A, they feel that they're wrong to feel this way, okay, they judge themselves, or B, they share it in a judgmental way. So they say, you're wrong, I'm right, you're wrong, okay. All this does is create conflict. It's either internal conflict as you wrestle with yourself about whether or not it's okay to feel the way you do, or an external conflict where you judge someone and they react defensively. If you share the way you feel, not only will you validate your own internal sensations in reaction to their behavior, but there's also no judgment placed on them. They don't cause the way you feel, you just feel this way in reaction to them. And if you can express yourself in this way, they've got no reason to get defensive, and a healthy confrontation can take place, a debate rather than an explosion. So how do we do this? Very simple. You talk about what happened inside you rather than talking about what they did wrong. So instead of saying like, oh, it's so mean for you to say that, you could say, when you said that, I just immediately felt like offended, like I felt hurt. I'm saying you did this and then I felt this. And you can even say, look, I'm not saying that you caused me to feel this way. It's just every time you act like that, I have this reaction. Can we talk about that? Right? We're saying, look, you aren't responsible for the way I feel, but I keep feeling this way around you. Is there some way we can work through this? So you're validating the way you feel, which reduces your emotional shame. And emotional shame is probably the biggest block to having a connection with somebody, because you hide the way you feel and connections are based on feelings, right? And it stops judgment. Judgment makes people put walls up. As soon as they feel that you're judging them, they defend themselves against it. They protect themselves from that risk, which makes it impossible to connect. Share your feeling, not your judgments. That's the final one in the series. If you're not already signed up to the workshop, there might be a place available. I don't know. I'm making these videos before we finish. But try anyway. This is your last chance to work with me here in New Zealand before I go back to the Czech Republic for the rest of the year. And of course with Coach Mike, we'll be running a pretty powerful couple of days workshop that will transform your social confidence or your money back. Maybe. Alright, check out the link below. Have yourselves an awesome week, and we'll be back to our regular videos, etc. very shortly. Cheers.